Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I working on now? Well, I got a 2017 Chrysler Town & Country Dodge Grand Caravan. And I actually have to change the left rear caliper. I'm not making a video on that, I just don't have the time. And yes, when you notice it, I am replacing the wheel stud also. I don't have the time for any of that to make a video right now. But what I'm gonna show you is, to get the caliper off, you gotta deal with the parking brake cable. And I know a lot of people have fits trying to get the parking brake cables off. So I'm gonna show you a trick. Check this out. All right, so here's the cable. Oops. When the cable comes through here, and you have the hook here where it hooks in. But let me show you something. So I'm going to try to release it, and I'm going to show you that it's a little too difficult. These type of pliers come in handy. You can pick these up at Harbor Freight. These happen to be Mac tools, I think, which is less of quality than Harbor Freight. You can tell I have anxiety, or not anxiety, I have a deep down hatred for Mac tools. So trying to get these things out. Oh, actually this one's going, amazingly enough. Well, what I was going to show you was there's a trick, which I'm still going to have to do because it'll make my life a lot easier. But to get free play on this cable, how do you do that? Because this cable is self-adjusting. So let me show you that. It's really easy. Okay, so under the vehicle here you see the parking brake cables. There's a main cable coming from the front that goes to the back, and here you have the two cables. What you want to do is you want to pull this cable out, because this is self-adjusting. It has to be for the self-adjusting style cables only. And on this, you see I can pull it out. See that? But the problem is its spring tension's back, so you want to hold it. So what you want to do is grab vice grips like this, because you're going to grab the cable and you're going to latch this down on the cable like that. You don't want to go so much as you crush the cable. You want to go just enough to hold it in place. Let me see if I can set my tripod up so you can actually watch what I'm doing here. All right, so now I'm going to pull down on this cable as far as it'll go. Whoops, I know I just hit the camera. And then I'm latching it in place. So now I have slack on this cable. See that? That's all I really want to do. And that is going to allow me to mess with the cable at the other end. So now back on this end, since I do have a little free play in it, see now it actually moves reasonably easy. Now I can pop it off. So now I can just stick this to the side, and now I can do what I need to do with the caliper. So that's it. It was just a quick video showing that, because I'm on a time crunch here. I have to get this done. So let me get this job done. Let me get this out of here. But when you're all done, once you have the caliper hooked up, just release your vice grips, good to go. And you don't have to adjust anything because it's self-adjusting. If you were to undo that with the self-adjuster spring in place, in other words, not being held, it's possible for it to ratchet out of whack or out of sync or too far, and then you wouldn't be able to get it back. I've seen that happen, and then the pedal would do nothing. So just something to keep in mind. All right, hopefully you're getting something out of my videos. If you are, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching. Actually, I'm not going to end it there. I just got the caliper and everything else on. I'm going to hook the cable up. I just want to show you just so you understand what I'm talking about here. So let me do all of that. So here, actually, let me get my tripod. Had the garbage can underneath there to catch any fluid. I actually broke my tripod. I mentioned that last week, but now it's almost at the point of unusable. So now I can catch the end of the cable in there like that. So now we can go underneath and we can take the vice grips off. I'm putting it up in the air so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Because technically I could have just reached underneath it. Okay, so now we're just going to release the vice grips. And we're going to release the vice grips. There we go. So now it tensioned the cables and everything else. and everything should be set up there. Let me let it back down. All right. So there you see everything's in, and now I can't even manipulate the cable because it's so tight. But that's it. That's how it sits. So, all right, we're all good with that. So now I can go on and just do the brake pads and rotor on the other side. The caliper was leaking on this head. That's the reason I replaced it. All right, guys, hopefully you got something out of that. If you did, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching.